Hey guys, Simon here at Backland. Behind me is the Ox vertical bike rack system. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install the whole system, how to put your bikes on it, how to adjust, and let's get to it. For this install, you're going to need a few simple tools. You're going to need a 5mm Allen. You're going to need some wrenches, socket. You can use a ratchet. It's 2025 and power tools are awesome. So let's get to it. What you're seeing on the table here is the Ox vertical bike rack system. What you have here is the plates to mount up to 3 bikes, and we have one handlebar mount, one tire mount, and the spacers and the washers and the bolt and everything. If you need to add a second bicycle or a third one, you can go on the website and find the Ox vertical bike rack additional mounts, and then you can add a second or a third. The system is designed to up to 6 bikes at the back of your van. Top plate, bottom plate, they'll be put together like this. They are also identical. They can handle the handlebar mount or the tire mount. The handlebar mount, it's made by Mammoth Mounts here in Calgary, and we love their products. We've been using them for years. Tire mount that is designed for fat bikes, mountain bikes, road bikes, gravel bikes. The bottom of the plate system, put it upright like this. Now I'm grabbing the one with the Backland logo as the top, laying them on top of each other. And as you can see, there's many mounting options, and even these are slotted so they can be moved side to side. We try to design the system for all the bikes available and all the scenarios that you can come up with. With a ton of adjustability. Keep in mind that if you have 2 bikes or 1 bike, the closer you are to the hinges, the back of the van, the stronger the whole system is. But you're free to spread them apart. For this video, I'm just going to put them right here. So I'm grabbing 2 nuts, some access holes from underneath so I can go ahead and thread this nut. You should be mounting the handlebar and tire mounts before mounting the entire bracket. At this point, I'm only going to mount this tire mount snug. And we're probably going to be playing with that a little bit later as we are mounting our bicycles. Now that I have installed my tire mount into these 2 slots here, I'm going to go ahead and do the same with the handlebar mount. Grabbing this rubber spacer that we're putting at the back and my Allen stainless steel bolt right through. Now you see that there's 3 holes, but we're only going to use 2 bolts to go through. So I will be mounting my Ox vertical bike rack system in the center of our door carrier. If you need it for whatever reason to offset it to one side or to the other, you could just use 2 bolts and be one in the center and one to one side. That way you still be able to use the holes that are on the carrier, but you'll be able to offset the bike rack to one side or the other. For 2025, we've updated the Ox carrier a little bit, reinforced the mounting plates for the window panel. I prefer to mount the handlebar mounts as high as I can for ground clearance, but you can go ahead and mount it pretty much all the way down to the middle of the window panel if that's going to make it easier for you to load your bikes. A little bit offset to passenger side, put 1 bicycle on it, and then you'll see where the bike ends up. Because there's so much adjustment in this system here, I've decided to just thread the nuts by hand at the back. So this thing is pretty much loose, and I'm going to put the lower section here now, leaving roughly 40 to 45 inches in between. And I'm going to go ahead and put my first bike on it and see how everything is lining up and if I like it. I have 2 nuts, just finger tighten here. With the bike mounted, stand back a little bit, and I can see that either the handlebar is a little bit too far to the left or the bottom of the bike is too far to the right. So I can go ahead and adjust that and make it nice and straight. All the bikes are a little bit different, and depending on the length of the stem and the shape of the handlebars, they're going to be sitting differently in the handlebar mount. So all of these things, they have to be adjusted, but there's tons of adjustment, trust me. Put all the nuts and washers. So you want to be tightening up until you see the rubber bulging a little bit. Using a G3 ski strap, my favorite ones, they work all the time. They're not affected by UV lights at all. And right now I'm getting ready for a fat bike, so I'm using these 2 slots on the outside, and it's gonna let me put a tire up to roughly 5 or 6 inch wide, so the fattest of the fat bike tires. These 2 slots here would be for a regular mountain bike, and maybe this could be for a gravel bike or a road bike, but nothing limits you from using these 2 or these 2. It's totally up to you. We have designed this bike rack for mountain bikes primarily, and then road bikes, gravel bikes, all sorts of bikes really. As long as they have a single crown, you'll be able to use this mount, the same that we see up there. If you want to carry a downhill bike, that's going to be this mount that you're going to have to use, and it's made specifically for dual crown forks. So if that's the case, just reach out to us and we'll hook you up with one of these. This is the best way to mount your bike on the aux carrier at the back here. So what you'll do is, first of all, if you have a dropper post like this one, you can drop it all the way down to get some clearance, and you're going to bend over the bike with the bike facing the van. So I'm bending over, grabbing the fork right here and the upper rear triangle section, and I'm lifting the bike just like this, and all I have to do is really make sure that the stem ends up in the handlebar mount, and I can let it go, and the bike can't fall, can't damage or dent the van, so you don't have to worry about that. At this point, I'm gonna grab that ski strap, feed it through the loop, and pull on it. There we go. That wheel is secured in place, and at the top here, we have this rubber strap that I'm gonna fit into the first hole that's down there, and there you go. Your bike is attached. This thing is very stable because it's attached at the back of the van. So even the top strap here, you might be tempted not to use it, and that's okay, but I prefer you use it. Get it off, grab the rear triangle here, and I grab one grip, and I'm lifting the bike, grabbing the center, and boom, it's on the ground, ready to shred. Plenty of room for in between the bikes. If you had 3 bikes, you're going to have to space the bikes out evenly using all the adjustment on the one side and the other. There's plenty of room for up to 3 bikes. If you're watching this video and you're thinking, well, that's really high, I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that, keep in mind that my van's got a 3-inch lift at the back. I got 33-inch tires, and what's important to me is ground clearance. Now, for that reason, I'm mounting it above the window panel. If you think it's really high, it's too high, you're free to mount the handlebar mounts right in the middle of the window panel, as long as you have 40 to 45 inches between the lower mounts and the upper mounts, you'll be just fine. And that's gonna make loading and unloading your bikes a lot easier. Some of the benefits of this system on top of being able to safely carry your bikes is you have this shelf here that I found personally very handy just to put something, tools, or even a beer can on top of it if you needed to. You can secure a load on top of that by using the same ski straps that we are selling on the website. So you could put a tire pump or something like that on the top if you wanted to. I've seen people carrying extra, like a table, an aluminum table that they were using. They were loading on top of the bike mount here. And when you're not using the bike rack to carry bikes, it's also very low profile and close to the carrier, which helps the whole thing being safer and also looks better. We have mounted the 2 bikes on the passenger door, which is very easy to open like this. But you can also mount the bikes on the driver's side. You're just gonna have to be careful that this side of the handlebar does not interfere with the door. That's why there's plenty of adjustments, so you can shift the bikes to the driver's side, and you'll be able to load up to 6 bikes.